It's Haley and I am back with another video. So finally I am back with another craft as we go, or watch me craft. This is number 19 and it has been almost a month since we have done one of these, which is so sad. And you guys know I got all our signatures done. I got our cover, the base of our cover done for our Chunky Journal. And yesterday I pulled out a bunch of stuff to kind of work with and some ideas. And so we're going to work on that today. Oh, I have vote on our temporary closures. These were from a set, and one or both of these I used as the same temporary closure when I first got back on YouTube, and I made that faux dory, the soft cover, sewn soft cover for my friend Caitlin. And it was, yeah, the Traveler's Notebook style. Yeah, I used one or both of these as the temporary closures. So you guys vote which one you want to use, and I mean, maybe we might use them, that one that you choose in the end as well. Anyway, so what I definitely want to do is cover up this mess right here, because it was glued and re-glued and glued and re-glued, and I finally got it down. What I did is I covered the whole thing in the canvas fabric. I took this fabric and a piece of white cardstock, covered the cardstock, and like folded the edges of the fabric down around it, and then glued that whole piece to this. So that is how I did the binding. And can you see how thick and heavy this is? So it is really nice. Once this gets made and decorated, this is going to be a very, very nice junk journal. Very sturdy. It's going to last, and it's really pretty. So I've started adding a few little bits. As you guys know, I left the pocket in the back, but nothing, our signatures aren't sewn in at all yet. So we could flip it upside down and have this be the front and have the pocket in the front. It's totally up to you guys. This is that little extra pouch that we made with the side tuck spot, and just a cute little sewn pocket with some extra washi. Very basic. This was the last of the scraps I had from the Bobcat book, where I made the other little pouches for our signature. Okay, first I want to show you, I printed this image, which is from Nature Walk. It is a digital kit that Miss Mishy sent me some images from. I am obsessed with it. I printed this image onto some of the green vellum that I got in the Seven Gypsies scrap pack. And so my idea for it, this is the last page in the signature. It's on one of the large smooth doodle style pages, and what I want to do is have it like this, and I want to, let's see, let me actually just move the book and we'll work with the signature as it is. Okay, so I want it sewn. This will hang off just a tad where the brown is. I want to sew it along the edge and make this a pocket, leave this open, and then this extra bit, it is aligned in the exact right way, or in the exact right place, so that when it folds over, you see this like really pretty remember and this own image. So it's like its own little decoration on this side. I want to put like a cute little tuck spot or tab, so this will tuck in, and we can still do some decorating on this page, but it will also be like this really cool pocket that is semi see-through. And yeah, Nature, that's the name of the digital collection. But what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's a good idea? I think it'll be really pretty, and we can maybe tuck some actual, some of the like dried flowers or something maybe some pressed leaves. Ooh, look, maybe some of our faux leaves, so that it's like a pocket, but it's also sort of like a display. So that is one of my ideas. Let me know what you think, and I'm going to show you guys everything. You can let me know in the comments, And before the next video, I will have the things prepped that you guys like. So anyway, the rest of the stuff I've done and I pulled out is really just basic things. And all 3 signatures are the same. I have added, this is also from Nature Walk. I just printed it on some paper, and I was thinking there's one on both sides. I was thinking of putting this little butterfly here and these right here with the pattern facing out, and we can alter them and decorate them and then put a piece of washi on one of the sides and it will flip out and be a little journaling spot. And I was thinking of doing it on both sides so they match, but we could do it on one or both. You guys let me know. This is just the regular notebook paper pocket. This was from a different printable, also from Misha. Super pretty, and I just thought it kind of matched with all the blues. I printed out 4 of these. These were just printables from Pinterest, free printables, and they are just blank on the back. So like this one, we could put a lined place or leave it blank for writing. This one, we could kind of maybe do a little collage on the back. And I just kind of stuck some things in that I thought would work and we can vote on. This is another page from the little garden book. It was, you know, just that little booklet that the little buggies were in. And I used the extra pages because they were like garden and botanical themed as our book. This one, super pretty. Again, I love this. And I was thinking of maybe making this like a little pocket tuck spot. We could sew it on 3 sides. You guys know I love sewing in our junk journals. And I also pulled out some of my scrap fabric, just like how I did all of the ribbon and fabric scrunches on the edge of the pages. I thought we could do that in this book as well. And I pulled out some really pretty ones from the scrap haul. This one I love. Look at this. How pretty is this? That is so unique. And I definitely want to use this one in the book. I want to use all of them. I pulled out just a bunch of different ones that I thought would match very well. And so yeah, we can work in some fabric pockets, some fabric scrap clusters, some ruffles along the page edges, whatever we want to do. This is also from a free printable on Pinterest. And this one was from another one, but it kind of matched, so I put them together. This is from a Jenny Bolin printable that Misha sent me, and I printed it on the back of this really, really pretty. This is one of the classic American Crafts crepe papers, but I love it. And I thought either we could keep these as a set and they would tuck in, and then the other side is kind of, we could either have writing on it, or we could use one side and do some collaging. So we can either keep these together as a little group in a pocket, or spread them out and use them throughout in different ways as journaling spots, as little altered embellishments. We could have this as the little decorated side and then put either another label here or, you know, some lined paper, graph paper, and maybe a little extra decoration, and it's its own little journaling card after that. This one is so pretty. Look at that. Anyway, there was one more, and it said like autographs on the top that was in this set on this page, and these are by Jenny Bolin. So I pulled those out. Where are we at? This is some of that tracing paper. This is from Pat's grandpa. After his grandpa passed, his grandpa worked at the tax commission office. He worked, I don't know, he did a whole bunch of stuff. And when they cleaned out his office, they like put all of the office supplies and everything, just sent it with him. So there was a bunch of cool stuff in there. Okay, this is one of our bags. I guess the other end is decorated in this one. I think this one's my favorite. It is so pretty. I love using the cheesecloth and everything. It just makes everything, it's like pretty grungy, because lace makes it a little too pretty, but it still adds that kind of effect, the lace effect, without being too shabby chic, pretty. Anyway, this is another just from a free printable that I thought would be a good tuck spot or slide spot, whatever you want to call it. Just another one of these. There's 4 of them. This is our blue doodle paper, and this is our pocket from this signature. I love these images. Oh, anyway, these were just extra printables that I found on Pinterest, and I made my own printable. Like, I just copied and pasted each one from the JPEG, and I shrunk it down onto one document. And so they kind of coordinate, and I was thinking we could do some pockets on this side, or think of something fun. So there would be like a tag in each, and then, you know, yeah, we could do something with that. So, and this is just, we can put this wherever we want. It's just here. Same thing, it has that same journal card. Oh, this, okay. I think I did it on this one. Yeah, I wanted to do, just like on the back with the vellum, I wanted to do the same thing, sew it on 3 sides and have this be its own like large pocket. It's on the other side of the grid thing. We also have the other side of the tracing paper, writing paper, fold out. I did a lot of flip outs in this. I think we missed some of them actually, but oh well. Here's our little pocket. I think this is the last little journaling thing. This is our thin craft paper, tiny graft, smooth doodle paper, and our vellum. So those are the things that I just kind of slid in there. I will show you what I pulled out to go with it. Of course, you guys know we did the really cool botanical dangles. These are the extra sticks that I picked out. But of course my favorite ones are the little bird's nests. And I also, anyway, I mean, look how pretty these are. They're super simple, but they look so realistic. Love it. Love it, love it. And then we have the extra beads, stick beads, and little gnarled twisted vines and different things like that. For some reason, I love this little one. It's just a stick. That's it, just a stick. And yes, so we have those, and I want to hang those from the top and have some of those be have like as bookmarkers. So either on a ribbon or a piece of natural, a piece of lace or natural thread as bookmarkers throughout, or as well as dangles to go on our safety pins, as well as paper clips. Paper clip dangles, they've been around forever, doing beads and, you know, things like that. People used to do those when you sewed your signature together to have all the strings come out at the top, and then people would do a whole lot of ribbon and beads clustered like at the top of their binding where the signature's tied together. I didn't really like that look, and that's why I started doing the back-to-back die cuts. I'll show you. Okay, so say this is our, you know, the end of our signature, just like I did in all the little booklets in our blue spring junk journal. It was a pamphlet stitch junk journal, and I did several mini booklets, and I did my classic, especially hearts. I always usually do these hearts. And so the very end of the string, there is a heart just adhered together, two-sided like this. These are slightly different sizes, but you know what I mean. So that the end, it's like finished, but without some big bead dangle or whatever. And I also have ones where I did more of a banner shape all the way across, back to back, all the way down. I started doing those on actually my first flip book ever in, I think it was 2016. It wasn't 2015. It was 2016 when I started doing the little back-to-back hearts, and then I had the banners going across when I was doing the pocket letters. So I started on YouTube doing pocket letters, and then I switched to the flip books. But I just love it gives it that extra little oomph without being like over the top, you know, crazy. If you don't want something super girly and beady, but sometimes you do want something bigger, and I thought these would be great for a more classic botanical look. But I also have some more ideas with this in mind, but not specifically die cuts. I don't want to show you guys yet because I want to show you once I've, you know, got it done. I can't remember if I actually showed you guys these because these were one of my favorite things that I got from AliExpress, and specifically to use in my botanical journals. They are sticky notes. They were, you know, came from the same orders that I did months ago. I haven't ordered anything else since then, but I got all of these from the same shop in the same order, and they are perfect for botanical journals, and they are just muted enough to where they could be used as a writing space. Like if you have a really bold pattern, you could stick this down over it and this would be your writing area. Or they're also great for the background if you're going to do some clusters and layering. They've got enough color and they're very pretty, but they're not overpowering, so they're a good base thing. What else did I pull out? Oh, these I did show you. I got these online from that haul, and I pulled a tag out. I started saving tags when I was like 13 or 14, and I wasn't doing paper crafting then. Well, I guess I was gluing them down in my little glue book or smash book, but those didn't exist then. I was just gluing stuff down in a big book. But anyway, and my dad also now saves his tags for me. He used to do it all the time, and I have so many crazy tags in here. Really cool ones. There's one that I saw the other day I wanted to show you. No. It was a junk food tag, but anyway, I won't dig around. Oh wait, look. How cool is that tag? This is from junk food. So anyway, I just thought the writing and everything was perfect. But I pulled this one out because I was thinking this is really heavy chipboard, cardstock chipboard. Well, it's actually chipboard, pretty thick. And I thought this would be perfect to do a little scrap of ribbon or fabric, just ruffled and adhered down here, and it would have just a little tiny place for journaling, and then we could alter the front. But the colors are nice and they match the little, you know, botanical aesthetic well, which I do want to do at least a few pages, obviously, or this whole signature botanical, the whole first signature, because I love it. And I think that's just about all I pulled out. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know, the secret word envelopes, 3 new ladies wrote in the comments, and it wasn't letting me respond to them. Well, it did. I would respond to them, but for some reason the comment wasn't posting. I was able to post to Christy, whatever. Anyway, it wasn't letting me post. One of the ladies, Uzuri or Uzuki, I think it's Uzuri, commented also on the next video, which was the embellishment, the little post-it embellishment, that quick little video I did. And I was able to comment to her there and say, hey, email me your address for the secret word. And then I did my video last night, and with the showing you the secret word envelopes and everything, and, you know, reminded everybody. And Annette and Betsy, CMNST, they both emailed me their addresses, but I still haven't heard from Uzuri. So now I have 5 people's addresses. I've commented to Uzuri, and I've given more announcements and videos. I'm going to give her an extra day because I'm going to ship them out. Today is Saturday night. I'm going to ship them out Monday morning. And if she responds to me tomorrow, I'll make her an envelope as well. Just because, I mean, I know it's late, but these are supposed to be fun, you know what I mean? So, anywho, but when I put all the addresses on them, I've got them all adhered down. The only thing I have to do is seal the back, and before I did, I reweighed them just to double check. And the 4, well, all 5 of them, but I added something to all 5 of them, but for the same 4 envelopes, there was enough room for just a little something, and I didn't know what to add because I wanted to add something that would that would match what was in there, that was also useful and wasn't just like thrown in there, you know? So I found in the box from Yelidi, these were perfect. These sticker flakes, cactus sticker flakes, I put 3 of them in each person's envelope, 3 different ones. So I try not to go over, like, I don't even want to get to like 2.89 ounces or 2.9 because, you know, God forbid someone's scale is off and it gets returned or they try to charge extra or whatever. I want to put enough in there to, you know, put as much as possible as I can send to people, but not too much to where it goes over. I know I overly explain and overly think everything, but anyway, so in all of the envelopes, 1 through 4, everybody got some extra stickers, and in Christie's, I just added a little bit of extra, some vellum. It was larger than this, but some of the green vellum like I used in this pretty mint green vellum, which I love. So everybody's envelopes are ready to go, and Uzuri, if you comment or email me your address before tomorrow or tomorrow night, I will make you an envelope as well. Okay. And I showed you guys all the little extra things except the paper that I pulled out to go with it. Okay. So I pulled out these papers. There's some smaller pieces here. I think this was, anyway, that can go with that. And then some extra vellum, and I'll add some, you know, full sheets and stuff as it's needed. I just thought I would keep these scrippity scraps with it as we're going. This is actually the paper I used to cover this box. It was because the top half was just this lettering, and I wanted to kind of use this bottom as sort of like a border or something anyway. So I was like, this worked out perfect, and I can kind of cut around this. And yeah, don't you think it's very botanically and beautimous? This is a My Mind's Eye paper scrap. These, I pulled out some of the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful papers sent by Jen Candelaria. She sent that ginormous box. Hold on just a sec. I never fully went through everything in the box because before I was like, I don't want to show all, you know, incoming happy mail, and then people feel like they need or they should send me happy mail or send me things in the mail, you know, if I'm, anyway, but that was what I was doing at the time, but I'm not worried about it. People aren't going to. I know, but anyway, there was a few more things. I know I showed like some of the paper pads and the DCWV stuff, but there were some other things. There were 2 bags like this with all different stuff. Look, these are keys. These are extra little baggies. There's doilies, binder rings. The other bag had all of the sticky notes, some other DCWV stuff. There was also these. Look at these. They're from Daiso. I don't have a Daiso. And this is from the typecasting. I have a project that's going to be with these. There's going to be, well, you'll just see. One or both is going to be given away after the project. So I just wanted to show you a few more things from there. I think that's all of it now that I've showed you guys, you know, little bits and pieces here and there. But I just wanted to make sure that she got her, you know, her shout out that she deserved, because that was, you guys are just far too nice to me, and I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I feel bad. I don't want you guys to spend your money shipping things and, you know, giving things away that you could use, or, yeah. So, anyway, these are some of the printables that Jen sent to me. Beautiful. Look at these. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Double-sided. I think I've gone through these, but anyway, some are double-sided and some are single-sided, but they are all beautiful. And these are the papers that I pulled out for the Botanical situation. These I pulled out just from my stash. I think, I was thinking this was Mariposa, but it's not. DCW Mariposa, it's not. This is the other piece of the My Mind's Eye Penny Lane. This is from the Mariposa stack. Let's see. This is that same textured paper. I don't know what brand it's from, but look at these. They match so well. And this I just pulled out for my Mary Englebright book. Look at these. This, again, that's not for this. And that was from Paper Studio. This is the same textured paper. Again, this one is, yeah, Paper Studio. Same textured paper, textured paper, textured paper, and some of the really heavy, what do you call it? Come on, really heavy cardstock that I got from the Seven Gypsies scrap pack. And the Mariposa is double-sided. So, those are the extra papers that I pulled out to, whether we slide them in as papers on their own, adhere them to some of the papers that are already there as tuck spots, as backgrounds themselves. I also had these two selected. Okay. I was thinking if we wanted to, like, instead of leaving the canvas cover as it is, we could just leave like a little bit on the border, and then we'll have a piece of lace that's only like adhered down on the back just to cover up this mess. And I wanted lace there anyway. I was also thinking of that trim that I got that has all the little hangy down leaves and things. Wouldn't that look cool? And either this was the first one I pulled out, and to cut a section it would be like this as the like base paper, and we could alter it and still add all the things we wanted on top of it, or using these two. Whoops, I grabbed that thing again. I need to put it with the Mary Englebright anyway. And I was thinking maybe this we could put on the back, and then this we could use either this top section right here, and there would be, you know, a space showing all the canvas on the outside, or this bottom section right here, and it wouldn't have the butterfly. So those, you know, I still haven't decided. I think it would be better to leave a lot of the canvas showing. We still could do the hangy down vine trim right here, but also I want to have, you know, a classic kind of focal point. We could do, you know, some messy, some scrappy fabric, then have, you know, one of the images that we like right here. You guys know that's how I've done, oh, sorry, my dog's in here. You know, that's how I was doing the other junk journal I did. Those were the first junk journals that I made since the end of 2015. I had not made a junk journal. I had done flip books, snail mail, you know, paper crafting and stuff, but no junk journals or vintage crafting. And when I was off of YouTube, about 8 months of that, I didn't do any paper crafting at all. So the junk journals I did when I came back, it was like all of the ideas, everything that I had been working on was all pushed into one, and they weren't perfect. I still really like the blue springy one that we did. Let's see. So technically we did this little altered junk mail, and this was actual junk mail that I took apart, and I literally just cut the envelope in half, and I made this little tuck spot. This folds out with the little secret-y thing, and there's extra little journaling spots in here, and we've got our pretty little girly girls. And when you open it, our little girls slide out, and this itself is also altered. So this was like, I guess, the first big project I did coming back. I actually do really like it, and some of these, I think this would go really well incorporated into the journal we're working on now. And yeah, it's a journaling spot on the back, obviously. And away, little kitty. Generally, I am not into, especially like, I don't know what it is, my aversion. I just think it's so tacky. I don't know why. That is just my opinion, and I'm sure there's tons of stuff I do where people are like, that is so ugly, that is so tacky, and everyone has their own opinion, so I'm okay with that. But I, in general, think like dog paws, kitty paws on stuff, it's just tacky. And the only reason I used the little kitty, because generally I don't use like doggies and kitties, was because I just thought it matched the little girl theme very well. But yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, this is the little blue journal that we made. Closure to where it just wraps around a couple times, ties in a bow. And I coffee dyed this because and tried to like wrinkle it up because I thought it was more like seam binding, and it's not that kind of wrinkle, it's just blah wrinkle. But I did actually kind of a scrappy collage, just a messy scrappy collage with different types of tissue paper, baking paper, craft paper, fabric, and sewed that all down, and then I did a layer of the mesh and then the focal point. So that's what I was thinking. In this book, there is always just fibers. Ugh. Oh, it's from that. That's what I was thinking, is to do not this and not really this messy, but something like that, and make it kind of, you know, a slightly more messy or more earthy background, and then a focal point image like this. As you guys can tell, I love botanical stuff, but I was hesitant to continue working on this instead of switching to the Mary Inglebright because it's spring and summer and everybody's doing botanical stuff. Like when I'm getting ready to do a project, or if I have an idea, I search YouTube, and if it's a popular thing, you search, you know, whatever it is, there will be like a whole list of videos and thumbnails, you know, of people doing the same thing if it's been done before. And I saw a lot of botanical stuff, but I don't care. I want to do it right now and I like it. So yeah, this was my first junk journal in about 5 years. So I know it wasn't that good, but it was all right. It was okay. Here's my little, I love these double-sided. Yeah. I forgot one more thing. I forgot the secret word. And the secret word of the day for this video is botanical is beautiful. So you guys, if you want to be, this will be round 10. Positivity only was round 9. This will be round 10 of the secret word envelopes. It is botanical is beautiful. So what do you guys think? Do you want one of these papers to cover most of the cover with just a little bit of white canvas showing and then lace here, and we can alter on top of that? Or would you prefer to have most of the canvas showing, blank and plain, and then alter from there? You guys just let me know kind of what you think, and you know, we'll work on it together. I like when you guys, you know, let me know your opinion, because oftentimes I'll be thinking, oh, I really want something this way, and you guys will have rather wanted to do something else, and what you guys choose, you know, ends up looking really cute. And, you know, the idea that you picked out of the ones I showed you, I wouldn't have done, but then it ends up looking better. So I like your input. I love the fabric scrap closure. This was just made with 8 by 8 paper, so it's like a right? Yeah, so it's a 4 by 8 journal. Just a little one, and just a little thing, our little projects. Okay. We also have the option of doing these as our inside covers. There's enough to where we could do like this end on this side, and then, you know, at the back end I could either slide to where the image comes in a little bit, or cut it to where it perfectly is cut right, you know, cut in one area and lined up exactly like this is one area instead of a pocket. So we've got a lot of options and a lot of things to vote on. While I'm gone, I guess, or in between now and our next video, I want to get a lot of these things done that we discussed. Maybe not the cover, because that's just so like definite, and yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the canvas and then altering it from there, like leaving it with mostly canvas. But yeah, I really want to get at least the sewing done on here, and I want to get a few clusters and little things done like on our, not specific, you know, just little clusters and things like that, that we can start adding and putting on our cards and getting our pockets made. And yes, so our signature will really take shape. So let me know what you think about the papers, which ones you like, how you would like them used, etc. And I am going to use, I don't know, maybe the pink one. I think this is the one I used. This one was in here. I can't remember which one I used. I pulled them both out because they're from the same thing to use on as our temporary, or I thought for a time even permanent closure on the faux dory I made for the very sweet Katie. She's just a very good friend. So anyway, yes, let me know. I don't know. I think with all of this green, it would just be a lot, even if we added, I don't know. I forgot to mention this, so I'll try and put it in somewhere, but I'm so stupid. So on my last video, when I was showing everything, I kept going, oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, and it just reminded me of this funny video. And so in the comments, I went and I posted, hey, this is the look at that funny video. And while I was getting that YouTube link, I was getting the link to another video. To document, I was putting the link somewhere else, and I put the wrong link in the comments initially. So if you saw a video you didn't expect as a funny haha video, that's because it was accidentally there. The correct video is there now, and it's a comedian. I don't think the guy realizes that the guy's a comedian and joking with him, and he just is repeating, oh, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? I would have said, would you look at that? I mean, it is so funny. So, yeah. I should have double checked that post the wrong link, but my bad. Anyhoozle, the right video is there. Let me know what you think. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.